years, I've done the same thing. And so needless to say, over those years, I've had a chance to look at education reform from a lot of perspectives. Some of those reforms have been good, some of them have been not so good. And we know why kids drop out. We know why kids don't learn. It's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. We know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. James Comer says that no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. George Washington Carver says all learning is understanding relationships. Everyone in this room has been affected by a teacher or an adult. For years, I have watched people teach. I have looked at the best and I've looked at some of the worst. A colleague said to me one time, they don't pay me to like the kids. They pay me to teach a lesson. The kids should learn it. I should teach it. They should learn it. Case closed. Well, I said to her, you know, kids don't learn from people they don't like. She said, that's just a bunch of hooey. And I said to her, well, your year is going to be long and arduous, dear. Needless to say, it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't. I think Stephen Covey had the right idea. He said you ought to just throw in a few simple things, like seeking first to understand as opposed to being understood. Simple things like apologizing. You ever thought about that? Tell a kid you're sorry, they're in shock. I taught a lesson once on ratios. I'm not real good with math, but I was working on it. And I got back and looked at that teacher edition. I taught the whole lesson wrong. So I came back to class the next day and I said, look, guys, I need to apologize. I taught the whole lesson wrong. I'm so sorry. They said, that's okay, Miss Pearson. You were so excited. We just let you go. I have had classes that were so low, so academically deficient that I cried. I wondered, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? And it was difficult. It was awfully hard. How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year I came up with a bright idea. I told all my students, you were chosen to be in my class. Because I am the best teacher and you are the best students, they put us all together so we could show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? We have to show the other classes how to do it. So when we walk down the hall, people will notice us. So you can't make noise, you just have to strut. And I gave him a saying to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. And so, I gave a quiz, 20 questions. Student missed 18. I put a +2 on this paper and a big smiley face. He said, Miss Pearson, is this an F? I said, yes. He said, then why'd you put a smiley face? I said, because you on the roll. You got 2 right, you didn't miss them all. I said, and when we review this, won't you do better? He said, yes, ma'am, I can do better. You see, -18 sucks all the life out of you. +2 said, I ain't all bad. Four years.
Yes, so this video was enough to make us understand that why is it so important to build that relationship, that connection with the student. A child does not learn from the person he does not like. That was a very, very hard-hitting statement made by Rita Pearson. And that is where we understand that, making the child comfortable in the class, that's the only way to make learning happen. And effective learning will only take place if the student is able to open himself or herself up in front of a teacher, and only when a teacher is able to feel comfortable and make a comfortable environment in her classes. So with that, we are going to start today's session. We are going to observe a senior demo class, yes, in the first half. And after the break, we are going to discuss about the usage of body language and voice modulation to build relationship with the student. Now, in this senior demo observation, I will show you, this is a long part. Lots of videos are there. So what we are going to do is we are going to watch it carefully. There will be lots of what if questions. Please write down all your what if questions in a piece of paper while you're watching this video. As of now, do not write it in the chat section. We will discuss all the questions at the end. Okay. Eventually, you will see whatever question you raise on slide number 5 will be answered in slide number 30. Okay. So let's wait. Let's watch the whole training and then we shall keep our questions. Let's have a look. So we will start from identifying and analyzing the different teachers' actions. Remember yesterday, I think I told you, we are going to observe the actions of the student, right? Like if I say, oh, body language is great, that's not an observation. That's actually not an action. You are trying to create a comment. It's a kind of opinion. She has a great body language. It does not talk about the actions. She is moving her hands. She has a smiling face. Okay, that is action. That talks about what is she doing. She is smiling. So smiling face, again, action words. Moving her hands, action. Okay, so we are going to identify and analyze teacher's actions and not draw opinions on what she's teaching. Let's observe her and let's observe those actions that helps her to build relationship with the student. And in the second half, we are going to master the skill of building relationship with students by the use of effective body language and voice modulation. What do you think? So which hats are you going to wear today? So let me tell you, yesterday I told you the demo session is of 1 hour. The first 40-45 minutes, we spend with the child, we interact with the child, we have lots of games, activities to play with the child, as well as we involve the parents as well. At the end, the last 15-20 minutes, we discuss with the parents the feedback of the child. We share the areas of improvement of the child, and we also share the strengths of the child so that they can take the decisions accordingly, right? So today, the training session is only about that first bit, that is 40-45 minutes of the class, where we interact with the child. What hats are we going to wear today? What do you think? Mentor and facilitator, that is correct. So yes, we are going to be a mentor and a facilitator today, not an influencer, because influencing part mostly comes when we are interacting with the parents. Now, what are these types of demos that we have? I think you all have already gone through your demo class content. Have you? Anyone who could not go through the demo class content, please let me know right now. No one's. Anupama, yes. Did you get it? Please unmute.
Good morning, Preeti. I have got it, but yesterday, due to certain engagement, I could not go through it. I shall be going through it. Thank you
No worries, no
for
worries.
your
So
time.
you were able to open it, right?
Yes, I'm able to surf through. Yes.
Okay, means that link is working. That's what I'm checking.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for asking.
Okay, wonderful. So in case if the link is not working, please do let me know. I will be sharing a different link with you. Okay. Please let me know if it's not working. So in your demo class content, you must have already seen that there are 3 types of demo PPTs that you have got. One is the junior demo PPT. Another one is the senior one. And then you have the grown-up one. So junior demo it consists of students from KG to grade 3. Junior demo, KG to grade 3. Senior demo is for 4th to 12th or 10th. 11th, 12th can be put in the grown-up segment also. Depends on the level of competency of the learner. And for grown-ups, you have 2 different PPTs or 2 different demos. There are one set of people who come here to learn basic English. And there is another set of people who come here to learn presentation skills. Okay. So junior, senior, and grown-up, today we are going to focus only on the senior one. That is class 4, grade 4 to grade 12 or 10th, you can say. Now, again, a set of instruction. While you will be watching the videos, I would request all of you to write down enabling teachers' actions. How would you do that? You can divide your observations into 3 buckets. Body language of the teacher, voice modulation of the teacher, and other things that she says or does. Like body language, what can she do in body language? She is having a smile on her face. She is using a lot of eyes expressions, facial expressions in order to express herself. Body language, then hand gestures. She is using a high five for the student, or maybe she is waving to the child. Hi, Ayansh, how are you? Okay, we wave usually, isn't it? So waving, giving a high five, giving a fist bump, thumbs up, all these are good body language points that you can observe. Voice modulation can be like she was using a higher pitch whenever she was excited, or she also used different tonalities, different emphasis on different words. So you have to take care of the voice. What exactly is she doing? Not telling that, okay, her voice modulation is great. That's only an opinion. Okay, so we are going to watch the teacher's actions and other things that she says or does. Like, for example, she's appreciating the student when the student is answering, or maybe adding her own personal experiences in order to connect with the child. Like, when I was a kid, I also used to do this, this is great, you can try this. So adding personal experiences in order to connect with the child. So think of these 3 following buckets and accordingly you can observe. Let's identify the actions. She is so nice. Is this an action? Okay, no. It's an opinion. Yes, it's not an action, it's an opinion. The next one, she asked how I was feeling. It's an action. Okay, wonderful. Yes, because it has action words, verbs. Asked, isn't it? Another one, he was unhappy. Is this an action? No, it is again an opinion. Wonderful. Yes. It's an opinion. Perfect. And what about he was holding his head and crying? He was holding his head and crying. Yes, absolutely. This is an action because it talks about the different action words, sorry. Holding and crying. So now you understand what are actions and what are opinions. So let's write down the actions of the teacher that enables her to build relationship with the student. Now let's get started with the demo session. Now the demo session with a senior student has 5 different parts. What are these 5 parts? First is the context setting. Second is introduction to PS skills, that is public speaking skills. Next is speech delivery. 4th is writing speech. And 5th is final showcase. Okay. Let's start off with the context setting. Context setting is very simple. You just have to, now context setting is actually going to create the mood and atmosphere or environment of your class, isn't it? So in context setting, first you check for the expectations of a laptop in both the parents, welcome the parent to the class and the child also. Share the norms of the class, then you get to know each other, have a basic introduction. And at the end, you can share the agenda and you can create excitement about the class. Let's have a look. Let's start with context setting first.
Will we begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Okay, amazing. Just allow me a second to share my screen. And here we go. Yes. Okay. So yes, so I think we are all set. We have joined from laptop. I can see all of you there in one frame. And let's just, ensure that we are there to interact, right? So don't worry, keep yourself off mute. We can talk whenever you have any question. Just feel free to say. Just all of us are only here, so feel free, okay? And yes, so let's get started. So a question for you, Tia, to start with. What do you see on the screen? Can you read this out loud?
Become a confident public speaker.
Wow, and I like how confidently you read it out. Very good. So what do you mean by a confident public speaker, Tia?
Why we mean by a confident public speaker, like we can speak confidently in front of public, in front of everyone.
Yeah, that's correct. Like without any hesitation, and just like when we are there out in front of a public, large audience, then also we can speak. Absolutely. Do you want to become a confident public speaker?
Yes, I want to become a confident.
Yes, amazing. All right. So that's why we are here today. And I'm pretty sure that towards the end of the class, you would have created something of your own. We'll come to what that is and also present it in front of everyone. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I know, ma'am, we spoke on phone, right, earlier. So I know you know me. Let me quickly introduce myself for everyone. So my name is Ishita, and I'm your learning buddy, Tia, for today. I will help you learn. We are going to have a lot of fun here today. That's why buddy. And for your parents, I will be helping both of you to identify Tia's strengths today. Okay, like what is it that she already has, and how can we just leverage those skills so that she becomes that confident public speaker? Yeah. And yes, I welcome all of you to this session, and looking forward to have a lot of fun learning time. Two things that I'm going to request all of us here to operate with. Tia, can you read out the first one, please?
Okay. Speak up. Ask, share.
Yes. So what do you think speak up means?
It means that we should speak and interact with you.
Yes, definitely interact with me. And how we will do that is whenever, we have an idea, we will share it with everyone. And whenever you have a question, you want to ask a doubt, feel free to ask it. Or even if not a doubt, you are curious to learn something, then also ask a question. Okay? All right. Okay. And second one, let's ask your mom to read. Yes, Ms. Anuradha, can you read the second one, please?
Yeah. Second one is high energy. Use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Yes, thank you so much. I feel like energy in the room is already high, so I'm loving that. Let's, maintain that energy throughout so that we can have all the fun. And one request that whenever we are speaking, you would have seen me that I'm using my hands, I'm making some expressions, right? So whenever we are speaking, I would want all of us to try to use our hands, our face, our eyes, and voice effectively at all times. Can we do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. Love it. Okay. Okay. Now you know something about me, right? I would want you all to also introduce yourself. So let's try with first Tia. So Tia, here are some of the sentences. You can use these sentences to, share a bit about yourself, and then we'll also hear from your parents.
Okay. My name is Tia Agarwal.
Mm-hmm.
I am 11 years old.
Okay.
I'm in grade 6.
Nice. Okay.
In my free time, I like to do drawing,
Oh, nice. Okay. And
and I like to do Python.
Python. Are you serious? Python coding.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm learning it.
Oh, wow, that is so cool. I tried learning coding when I was young, and I was like, oh my God, what is all these things? Sometimes the syntax would go wrong and something or the other would happen. Does that happen with you also? You're like, do you, are you always correct with your syntax, or
Sometimes it happens
sometimes it happens? Then how do you solve it?
by rechecking the code again.
Nice. I feel like you must be very patient then, because it requires a lot of patience. And that is also telling me one more thing about you, that you are very careful, maybe, because coding also requires attention to detail. So that's interesting, Tia. Is that correct, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so something that I wasn't when I was young. That's why I can identify this in Tia. Great. Thank you so much, Tia. Maybe, you can teach me Python. And I can also learn something from you in our classes. All right. Okay. And now I would request both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, to also, introduce yourselves and just a little bit about why you are here. What would you want for Tia?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go first. My name is Manish Arya, and I work for Publicis Sapient. I am a tech professional.
Oh,
That's
amazing.
why my daughter has an inclination towards the coding.
I can see where it is coming from.
So I'm here because I want my child to be not just confident in public speaking, but feel confident within, so that she can express herself at any given platform, be it a social platform, be it a chat with friends, and in a social circle or in a small circle, she can express herself freely. I
Amazing.
can help my child by all I know is coding and IT. So all I can help her with that. But certainly, I'm looking forward for you to take care of my child so that she can be confident in the public.
Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think, as you rightly mentioned, like these are the skills that are required in today's world. And I really liked how you mentioned, like, not just confidence from outside, but within, and that also means that Tia should be comfortable with who she is and get able to express in the outside world. Amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Manish. And Ms. Anuradha, would you also want to share?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Anuradha, and I am a manager working with the company, and
Amazing.
I'm here because I want my child to become definitely a public speaker. And yes, she is very good in imagination. So if you give any word to her, so she can express herself. But I want that to explore more in herself. So I can help my child by supporting her in each and everything. So obviously, being a mother, I can support her. So
That's the biggest thing the parents can do, like just supporting them in whatever they want to be, whoever they want to be. So that's the most important thing. And okay, now I see why she also likes to draw. You said, like, she's very creative and has good imagination. Interesting. So wow, Tia, I'm learning so much about you even when I'm talking to your parents. Great. All right. So let me, also share some quick context. I know both of you were asking that, why you both have to be here. So let me now share the reason. Of course, I said that, we will be having activities where both of you would also be engaged. But at the same time, we will also, like two things that we will be doing specifically for both of you is one, share Tia's unique strengths and future opportunities via Planet Spark. And B, we would also be guiding you on, how can we personalize Tia's learning path? We believe a lot on personalization of the learning process in order to ensure that, whatever that goal that you just shared with me, that you want for Tia, how can we achieve that goal? Yeah, so this is what we will be doing throughout the session. And of course, towards the end, we will have detailed discussion. Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far?
no,
Not yet.
All right. Okay. Okay. And as we begin, so this is another role that both of you would be playing. So Tia, we will be having a lot of activities and games, which I've been saying, right? Now, whenever you feel that you need some help and you are stuck in the game, so you have two lifelines. And who are these lifelines? Can you please read it out?
How to use Lifeline. Your parents are your lifeline.
Yes.
Shout Lifeline whenever you need help.
Yeah. So whenever you are stuck, your two lifelines are present just they're sitting adjacent to you. Okay. So your parents are your lifelines today in the game. So whenever you need help, you can choose that, you have two lifelines and both your mom and dad are here. So you can choose whose help do you want and, they can help you out. Yeah. Okay.
So this was the
Should we
context.
begin?
So in the context setting, in between, in the beginning, we set the expectation of a laptop and both the parents. Then we welcome the parents to the class. We share the norms of the class, getting to know each other, the child and the parent, the introduction part. And finally, you share the class agenda, that how you are going to achieve, a successful demo, right? And after this session, what outcome will the parent receive? And then you can create an excitement that today we are going to have a lot of activities. I'm going to be your friend, and you will learn also. So what were the actions of the teacher which helped her to build relationships? Eyes and hands expressions, okay? She was using a lot of hand gestures, okay? She asked about the child, asking question, that means using actions, okay? Appreciated the child many a times, very good. Eye contact, okay, very good. Involving the parents, very nice. She was trying to interact with both child and the parent. Also, she was trying to use her personal experiences of coding, Python coding, I think, isn't it? So that she can connect with the child better. Then she was also, I think you all have not written, she was trying to make inferences about the child on the basis of the information that she was getting from the parent as well as from the child. She was trying to constantly make inferences. That means she must be very patient. That means she must be very creative. So whenever she used to get an information from the parent, oh, she loves drawing, that means she must be very creative, right? So she is trying to make conclusions or inferences about the child, right? From the information that she is getting from the parents. Constant smile, nodding, okay. Facial expressions, yes. Yes, appreciated after every answer, very good. Talking comfortably with the parents and students and engaging them with comfort, okay, very good. Complete engagement, great, okay, very energetic, busy, dynamics. Yes, she also tried to make the child feel as if she is also an important part of the conversation. Maybe I can learn something from you. That's what she said, isn't it? Yes, very good. That's a good observation. Great. Okay. So now that we have seen that there is an expectation of laptop and both the parents. This is the first expectation that you saw. Now, what exactly is this? It means that we want our parents to join from a laptop, the parent and the child to join from a laptop, and we want both the parents to be present. Let's write down in the chat section, why do we want them to join from a laptop and not from a mobile phone? Better experience, very good. Sunita, yes. Visibility, Rajita, yes, correct. Clear view. Call interruption, very good. Mobiles will always have distractions. In a laptop, you won't be having any such distractions. Looks professional, yes, okay. All will be visible in one screen, Kokila, yes, correct. Laptop will provide a bigger screen, isn't it? And you will be, a teacher will be able to see all three of them together. Moreover, it will give you a better visibility because the child will be supposed to read from most of the slides. Reading is also a part of public speaking, isn't it? So reading will become very difficult if you are having a mobile phone. Another thing, mobile will be very distracting. Calls will keep coming and there will be messages, notifications. All those will be very distracting and will disrupt the flow of the class. Another thing, public speaking means using your hand gestures. Now, in a mobile phone, you will be constantly holding your mobile phone. You won't be using your hand gestures. So hand gestures will be very difficult to see or to observe in a mobile phone. It's better to use a laptop because hand gestures will be clearly visible. Very good. So 4 reasons we got. Yes, body language can be easily monitored. Now let's move on to the second question. Why do we want both the parents to be present? Why do you think both the parents should be present? So that they can know about the class. Very good, Namrata. Decision making, Sridevi. Very good. Yes. Decision making process becomes easier and quicker. Very good. To know more about the child. Yes, very good. If they both are joining this session, it will be easier for them to understand what are the areas of improvements of their child, right? Persuasion will come very, late. That's the last part of the demo session. Persuasion is the like an add-on kind of a thing. Main persuasion happens in the counseling session, not in your session. So persuasion will happen there. I won't say that persuasion does not take place. There is persuasion involved, but then persuasion is like more like an influence, right? So decision making majorly, that's the biggest reason. Of course, the child will also feel motivated, and there are lots of activities where the parents also need to be involved. And the child will feel very, very encouraged if the parents are also there, right? To build trust, okay, yes, okay. It will bring credibility to you as well as the platform. Getting to know how the lesson is conducted, very good. So they will get to practically experience how the classes are being conducted so that they can take decisions quickly, and they will have a clear picture in mind before taking a decision. Secondly, there are lots of activities where the parents are also supposed to be involved, and the child will also feel great if the parents are right there. Another reason why parents should be there is so that they, since we are going to share the feedback about the child at the end of the session, it will help them to understand and stay on the same page as the teacher. Because if I give a certain feedback, like I need to work upon the body language of the student, how would they know that no, my child, if they say no, my child has a very good body language, he is very smart, but how will you prove them? Only if they watch the whole demo session, only then that is possible, right? So it's important for them to practically experience the class, and at the end, when I share the feedback, it would help them to stay on the same page. Now let's see what could be the possible challenges. Now here there will be challenges, of course. When you are asking both the parents to be present, they would say one parent is busy, or maybe both the parents are busy, something of that sort. I don't want to sit through the entire class. It is a child's demo. Why should I sit? Isn't it? I don't have to learn anything. I've already learned. No, I don't agree to this. There is no age for learning. I am still learning a lot of things. I see my child's books and notebooks, and then I learn maybe something, the ways that we did not learn, isn't it? It's more practical these days. Earlier, it was more theoretical approach, isn't it? So yes, there are reasons why parents do not want to sit through the entire class, and we will give them reasons why they are needed. Another challenge is they have not joined from a laptop. Apart from in spite of having the laptop at home. Now, these challenges will only occur. Now, these challenges are very bleak. I'm telling you why. These challenges are only going to occur after the slot confirmation call. You accepted the demo, you called the parent, you confirmed the slot. Obviously, you must have set expectations in the confirmation call. Sorry for that. Give me a second. Yes, sorry for the interruption. So these scenarios which I'm going to discuss, these are the third stage scenarios. Understand this. We are assuming that we have crossed the second stage of slot confirmation call, and everything was done there. Setting of expectation of a laptop and both the parents was already set there. It has already been accepted in the slot confirmation call. Then we are in the step number 3, conduction of the demo. This is step 3. Okay. So that means the parent has already agreed to the teacher, and she or he has already said that, okay, we will be joining together and we will be joining from a laptop. Now, when you start the class, when you start conducting the class, now you see that they have not joined from the laptop, or one parent is not there and he's saying that he is busy or she is busy, she is not ready to come to the class. She is saying it is a child's demo, why should I be there? So these challenges are only going to occur after the slot confirmation call, and the chances of these challenges are very, very, very bleak. Okay, because you have already set the expected, whatever challenges have to arise will be arising in the slot confirmation call. Ma'am, we have to join from a laptop. I don't have a laptop. What will we do in that scenario? We will discuss on day 4. Okay. Now let's discuss this. Let's assume the parent had agreed to join from a laptop and both the parents had agreed to join, but still when we start the class, they have not joined from a laptop, number 1. Number 2, both the parents are at home because they had agreed, of course, but one parent is saying that he is busy. Number 3, only one parent is at home and the other parent is out. Number 4, parents do not want to sit through the entire class. In these challenges, what could we do? Now, I'll be showing you a video of the first scenario, second scenario, and the fourth scenario. In the third scenario, you really can't do anything. When you open the class, you've already started the class. There is no point in wasting the time. If one parent is present there and the other parent is not there, you can ask for the other parent. If say for example, the mother is there and she says, father just left for market. He has gone to buy some groceries. He will be back by half an hour. What would you do? Would you wait for him? I don't think so. It's not feasible. You can just continue with the session. In case if she says that morning he left for his relative's place, he is in his friend's house or friend's or relative's place. In that case, you can ask the ask the parent to share the link with the father and ask him to join virtually if possible for him. If possible. If he can join, wonderful. If he cannot join, it's okay. We can continue with the mother. That means it's not mandatory, but it's necessary, extremely necessary to have both the parents in the demo. Okay. I don't think reschedule would be a good option in that case when you have already started the demo. Isn't it? You will be losing that time. If you are okay with losing the time, not a problem. Now, not joined from a laptop. Let's see scenario number 1.
Okay. Hi, Tia. Hi. Hi, Tia. I can't see you. Can you please switch on your video?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hi, Tia. Hi, Ms. Anuradha. We spoke on.
Hi, ma'am. Hi.
You've joined from phone. Okay. So thank you so much, first of all, for, being on time for the session. Very glad to see you both. Just one request. Can we, do you have a laptop device at home?
Yes, ma'am, we have, but it is a little busy. Actually, my younger daughter is doing something on the laptop.
Oh, okay. Is she attending any class or just working on it?
Not just to paint and all, but she's small, so maybe she'll not give.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why we have joined the phone.
Okay, I understand. Though I would have to request you to, please join from the laptop. Reason being that, we will be playing a lot of activities and Tia would have to read out from the slides.
Okay.
So, from phone, it will become very difficult. And also, I would love to see both of your faces, like complete faces. Right now, I can see sometimes half of Tia, half of you. So it would be great if you can, join from a laptop. So it's okay. Take your time. Don't worry, I'm here only. You can go convince your younger daughter. And yeah.
Ma'am, थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है ना उसको बनाना. So, okay, give me just 5 minutes and we'll try to log in through laptop.
Sure. Don't worry. Take your time. I'm here only. Yeah.
Okay. So, हम log out कर दें यहाँ से?
हाँ जी. आप phone से log out कर.
So here we saw that the parent had not joined from a laptop. She had joined from a mobile phone. What did the teacher do in this scenario? She first explained all the logical reasons why we should be joining from a laptop, and I can see many of the cameras off. So first she explained the reason why it's required to join from a laptop. She gave all the logical reasons, and then she asked whether if you want me to do it at some other time in the day. Always give an option to the parent. If they agree, wonderful. If they do not, then you will have to continue. Okay. Now here we know that the parent has a laptop because he had agreed in the slot confirmation call. Correct. Now here what did the teacher say? Give reasons to the parent. She said the child will be required to look and read from the screen most of the times. Reading will be very difficult in a mobile phone. In a laptop, it would be easier. The activities where you all will be participating requires you to use your hand gestures, and hence it will not be visible on phone camera properly. Last, you will be participating and a phone camera will not provide enough space for me to see all of you. Phone camera will be very difficult because I won't be able to see. Either I would be seeing only one student and half of the mother or half of the father, like that. So it's always comfortable to join from a laptop if you have it. If you have it, okay. Yeah, another point you can add here is distractions. Mobile phones will always have distractions. Laptops will never have distractions as such. Now, second scenario, where both the parents are at home, but father is occupied in some work. So this is one scenario. Another scenario is also shown where the father comes and says that, ma'am, this is a child's demo. Do you really need me to sit? Okay, let's see how this is being handled.
see you have joined from phone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Anuradha. Thanks, Tia. And see, now I can see both of you together on a bigger screen. So, of course, the experience would also be better. So, thank you so much. I hope your younger daughter didn't feel bad that we took the laptop from her.
She is just right away.
Oh, she's there only. Oh, okay. No, I'll apologize to her later for sure.
No, it's fine.
Okay, great. Okay, I just wanted to confirm one more thing, that whether your husband would also be joining us. Like he was.
Actually, he is busy with his calls. So,
Oh, okay.
अभी possible नहीं हो पाएगा. Can we start? So he will join in between if it is possible.
So actually, we will be doing a lot of activities in the session only today. Whenever there are a lot of activities, our class is not just designed for a child. We also try to engage parent. That's one of the reason. And second, it's also an opportunity for both of you to be able to understand that, okay, what are Tia's strengths? Because through every activity, we will be also doing a debrief, and through that you'll get to know what is it that Tia is really good at. So I think it would be really helpful if both of you are there together, and we will also be, in fact, after able to illustrate the Tia's strength and everything. We will also be sharing our feedback with her, for her, with both of you, and a plan based on her performance. That how can we go forward from here? How can we proceed forward? So it is actually really important for both of you to be there.
Okay, so ma'am, मैं देख कर आती हूँ and I'll.
Sure, yeah, it's okay. We'll wait. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, you're back? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am actually is in the middle of his call, so
Okay.
अब free नहीं हो पाएंगे.
Okay. Do you want to do this like after half an hour? I can, we can again come back in half an hour.
हो जाएगा. Actually, टिया की एक और class है उसके बाद.
Okay.
हाँ, so it will be late.
Okay.
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि can we start and he can come in between ऐसा.
Okay. Beginning में थोड़ा हम activity करने वाले थे. How much time will he take?
एक बार check करना पड़ेगा.
Sure. Yeah, it's okay.
ठीक है.
I'll wait. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh, hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir. How are
Hey,
you?
how are you? All good, ma'am. All good. So do you actually need both the parents here?
Yes, actually, I was just sharing with your wife that there would be a lot of activities that we will be doing where both the parents would also be involved. And secondly, this is an opportunity for both of you to also experience the demo and see how we design the class, and we'll be highlighting Tia's strength as well. So it would be helpful if both of you are here.
If you take my opinion, ma'am, this is a child's demo. I think she can take it better. I can join at the end, and I've already interacted with you in the beginning. So if it's okay, I can join back in some time. Is that okay?
I think I'm so sorry. I know, I might be asking you to stay for an hour, but it would be extremely helpful. So if you could join.
No worries. Understood, ma'am. I'll be here. I'll be around.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can take a chair and be seated.
Yeah, I'll still be sitting.
And I see Tia's sister also. Hi.
Yes. So this was
See, you have
where the parent was not ready to sit in a through entire class, as well as the other parent was busy in some other work and was not ready to come to the class. What did the teacher do? She clearly gave all the reasons why both the parents are required, and she did not even push. She said, if you want me to do this another time, I can do this. Okay, if you want me to reschedule, I can do that. Okay, so again, there is no force on these parents to join right now. It can be done later on as well. Now, the reasons why both the parents should be present, how will you convince, how will you convey it to the parents? You can clearly tell them that I'm going to share feedback on the child's strengths and areas of improvement. So it would help us on the same page. You will also understand how we conduct our classes, and you will be able to make the decisions faster. And lastly, there are some activities in the class that will also require your presence. Your child will also feel very motivated if you are there in the class, participating in the session. Right? So to summarize, explain the purpose for having both the parents in the demo, give options for doing it at some other time, same day. Try to get both the parents, but do not cancel the demo if only one parent is present. Okay, if one parent is there and another parent is not there, don't cancel the demo. You can continue with that demo. You can ask about the other parent, and if you think that the other parent can join virtually, I hope you know what is joining virtually. You can share the link with it. So if he can join virtually, that is okay, not a problem. And in case if he doesn't join virtually, that is also fine. Clear? Now, what if you start the class in the slot confirmation call, it was confirmed. Okay, ma'am, we will join. But when you started the class, you see that the child is sitting over there and the mother is not there, father is also not there. Okay. And an elder sibling or a grandfather or a grandmother, somebody is sitting. In that case, what will you do? Yeah, but how will you reschedule? Obviously, you will talk. Whom will you talk? Yes, we can ask for the parents, start the conversation with the grandparents and the child, and ask about the whereabouts of the parents. And clearly tell them, ask them that will you be taking the decisions for the child, for the enrollment related purposes, and other financial decisions will be taken by you. If that is the case, then we can go ahead with the class. But in case if his parents are going to take the decision and they are going to be in the, they are required to be in the counseling session, in that case, it will be very difficult and there will be a lot of miscommunication in that case. The parents are attending the counseling session, but the parents are not attending the demo session. They have no idea what happened in the demo session. How would they know that this teacher is good for their child or not? The child cannot take decision for himself. Isn't it? Until and unless he's an adult. Okay. Now we come to know that both the parents are not at home. They have gone somewhere outside. They have asked the grandparents to sit there. Please do not continue with that class. If the grandparents are the ones who are taking the decisions for the child, it is okay. Then we can think of continuing. But without informing you, it's not a good gesture from their side as well. So you must, I should say, discourage this kind of habit, and you can call the parent and talk to them and tell them that what is the significance of both the parents to be there in the demo. Also, in the counseling session, there will be questions like, the counselor will ask, ma'am, what did the teacher say when she was responding in this manner? What feedback did the teacher share? How will they know? They are not in the class. Correct? So how would they know? How would they share the feedback with the counselor? How would the counselor know what was the feedback of the teacher? Correct. How would they know what they expect from the child? How would they know what are they expecting from Planet Spark for their child? They don't even know whether the child is good in speaking, body language, thought process, any other thing. Maybe something else is lacking. Maybe the confidence is lacking and they are blaming fluency for that. So it is more clearer. They will have a better idea about the areas of improvement of the child if they join the demo session. So give them a clear picture about it, that, okay, maybe if the parents are going to take the decision, financial decision, as well as the enrollment decision for the child, in that case, it's necessary for the parents to view the demo in any other, like in any circumstance. So if you want, I can reschedule the demo. I can call the parent and I can talk to them. Okay. No, recorded videos, no. Please don't do that. Otherwise, none of the parents would join the demo session. And it will become very difficult for you to get that enrollment. Okay. A video cannot, then I could have said, you all have videos, no, recorded videos of your Zoom calls, Zoom sessions. Why don't you agree to watch only the videos? Because a live session is much different than the video session. Correct? You have one-to-one conversation. Sometimes, at least you are writing in the chat section, I'm answering them. Right? So those videos will not work. Always remember, demo class is not for teaching. It's for assessing a child, talking to the parents, building relationship, understanding what is their requirement, telling them how we are going to, what is the roadmap that I'm going to make for the child, all those things. Long demo can be, why, Sadhika? 1 hour. The demo is usually of 1 hour. Now, these expectations, what we are mentioning over here, having both the parents in the demo, having a laptop in the demo, these expectations have a reason. The reason is If both the parents and laptop and SparkX video, we'll learn on day 4. These 3 things, when were present in a demo session, it was seen that there was a huge upsurge in the number of enrollments, almost 60%. So in order to increase the chances of your enrollments, it's important that you maintain these expectations in your classes. Okay. It is good if you have both the parents. If you have one parent, it is okay. It's not like you are not breaking any protocol. Yes, Yogesh, that is absolutely correct. Both parents can have diverse opinions and observations, hence both are necessary to attend, actually. Has there ever been an instance? Okay. Parents will get annoyed when you push them. No, sir, you will have to join, sir. Please, sir, no, sir, you have to join, sir. This is a rule, sir. If you say like this, obviously they will get annoyed. Obviously they will get annoyed. But if you give a proper reason why they are supposed to be there, and if they decline to be present, you really can't do much. It's okay, fine. You give the reasons, give them alternative options. And if still the father is not ready to join or the mother is not ready to join, it's okay. You can't do much. At least you have told them that you were required in the demo session. In the counseling session, if you are being asked questions and you are not able to answer, I am not the one who is to be blamed. Okay, at least I have conveyed that you are required. Now, if both the parents say that I'm not going to be there, we are very busy. Everyone is busy, even I'm busy. Being a teacher, even I'm busy. But it's not like I won't be there for my child's admission in a school. I will be required, isn't it? There is a proper interview with the principal. In schools also, you have so many expectations, no? Those who must be having children in their families, you have to, yeah, Namrata, coming to you. They will be having, they are supposed to, buy the books from a certain vendor. They have to buy the uniforms from a certain vendor. We don't get angry at that, do we? But when they force us to do certain things, then maybe we get angry, right? But if we get proper logical reason behind it, if the school says that, sir, ma'am, I want you to buy the uniform from this particular vendor, because, otherwise what will happen? There will be, various disparities between the uniforms of the children. Somebody will be, coming with a brown pant, dark brown pant. Somebody is coming with a coffee brown. Somebody is coming with some other brown. So there will be different shades of brown. There will be no uniformity. That is the reason why we ask you to, buy from a certain vendor. Correct? So there is a reason why these expectations have been set. Yes, Namrata.
I wanted to check, suppose our demo time is fixed for say around 5 to 6 p.m. Okay. We log in at 5 o'clock. We've already finished the calling and everything. The parents have confirmed. And when we log in at 5 o'clock, so only one of the parent is there, the child is there. Okay. Now the that parent who's there, suppose the mother is there, she tells that, okay, father will join in 10-15 minutes. So we'll keep waiting for 10-15 minutes.
No.
Right? Or we'll start the class.
10-15. Yes, you can start the class. Asked about the father, is he somewhere around? Is he somewhere around? Then maybe he can join. And if he is somewhere
sorry, because we saw in the video that she said, okay, we'll wait. The mother said, I'll log out and join in 15 minutes or in few minutes from the laptop. And then the father came. So that half an hour half an hour went just for getting both the parents involved in the session, right? So yes, that means our demo class will start. So the demo, when we start, so we'll end it by 6 or we can continue till 6:30 then.
No, you are not required to do that. That's not your mistake that they delayed. Okay, so you can end up by 6, yes. Okay. You can cut short your explanations. You can cut short some of the random conversations. There you can keep it a little short.
So that means we can just maximum take it up to 5 minutes or 10 minutes more, not more than that, right?
Yes, absolutely. 5-10 minutes is okay. It won't hurt. But then if you see that it's getting too late, go ahead with the class. Okay. Both parents can, okay, this is done. Yes. So I'll move on to the second part, and that is introduction to PS skills. So this is a game where we are going to introduce the different skills of public speaking, that is body language, voice modulation, and thought structure, and all those things. Let's see.
Great. Okay, so ready to play games?
Yes.
All of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I love the energy. Awesome. So the first game is, Tia, can you read out what is the name here?
Emotional request.
Yes, emotional request. And there are a lot of faces on the right-hand side. What do
Yeah.
you think this game is about?
I think this game is about showing expressions.
Absolutely. Yes, this is the game where you have to show your expression, but there is a twist. Okay, ready for the twist?
Yes.
Okay. So now can you read out the first two instructions as well over here?
How to play. Speak a sentence in a particular emotion.
Hmm.
Use your hands, face, and voice to show that emotion.
Correct. And eyes as well, right? So I want to again say that, we remember our second norm. So we have to always try to use our hands, our face, and Tia, our
And
eyes
voice.
and voice. Yes. Okay. So the twist here is that there would be a sentence written, okay, and then there would be a particular emotion. So we have to speak that sentence in that emotion only.
Okay.
I will give an example to start with, okay? And Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, all of us have to play this, okay? So are you also ready for the challenge?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. So this is the first sentence, okay? Sentence is, I love going to school. And I'll say it in happy emotion, all right? So let me now show how I will speak. I love going to school. Okay, was I happy enough?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. So this is how we have to play, okay? So next, Tika, are you ready? Should we start with? Okay, all right. Okay, sad emotion. Now this could be a bit tough.
Okay.
And your statement is, I love going to school.
I love going to school.
Nice. I saw what you did with your eyes, like, just blinked it and like a sigh. I love going to school. But I could also see you were trying to hide your smile. But well done. Good. Nice. Okay. Now let's see how your parents also does it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Angry. Who would want to do this?
Yes, I'm more angry.
Oh, really? Is that so, Tia? Your mom is like, she gets angry more than your father?
No, they both equally love me.
Lovely. Nice. Okay.
They both are angry people.
Amazing. Even she's enjoying the class.
Yes.
Amazing. All right.
Actually, he will be the better person to do this.
Oh, really? Wow. Do you want to, Dia? Do you want to do it? Do you want to say? No? Okay. All right. Okay. So yes, Miss Anuradha, show us your angry face.
So I'm very bad though, but I'll try.
It's okay. We'll try. Don't worry.
I love going to school.
Okay, now I see why you mentioned that. But nice. I saw you, trying to widen your eyes and trying to bring the angry emotion. I now know why Tia said that. No, both of you are like, you don't get angry easily, it seems. So yes, okay. Great. Thank you so much, Ms. Anuradha. Mr. Manish, are you ready for your statement?
Yeah.
Which emotion do you think it will be?
It has to be happy. I'm always happy.
Oh, okay. I wish that I could have given you the first one, but that one is gone. So let's see which one is the next. Okay. Oh, scared. Okay.
Yeah.
It goes with me actually. I don't love going to school.
Okay. All right. Yes.
I love going to school. That's the best I can do.
I could see, your like face had a little bit of smile because I think again we are doing this activity, but your voice having that quiver, in the voice. So that was nice. And also lowering your volume. Nice. Very good. Right. So Tia, let's do one more. I know actually I had only prepared one for each, but I think we can do just one last one. So I give you confused emotion. Can you try doing it in confused emotion?
Okay.
Think. How do we show that we are confused?
Okay. I think I get it. I love going to school.
Nice. This time you used your hand gestures, also, like your hands also. I love going to school. Very good, Tia. Very good. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for, participating in this. I hope everyone enjoyed. And that was definitely an emotional performance. So Tia, who do you think performed the best? Actually, anyone can answer. Tia? Well, I do agree, Tia.
My dad.
Your dad, yeah, he did scared emotion really well. Yes. And what was good? What did you find good when he did the scary emotion?
it was looking like he was really scared. It was
Mhm.
not like he was pretending. So that's what I like about it.
And what made you like? What makes you say that it was looking, that he was really scared?
Because of his face, because he made a face and from his low volume, that's why.
Correct. Yes. And I want you to hold on to that thought. Okay. I'll come back to that response of yours in just a minute. Yeah. So now a question for all of you, and you can use your fingers to show me. Let's use our hands. How many languages do you all know? 3. Oh, wow. All of you know 3 languages. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know 2. I got to know that you already know English and Hindi. What's the third one that all of you know?
I know French. a little.
Oh, French. Nice. Okay. And what about both of you?
Punjabi.
I know Punjabi and a dialect of Haryanvi also.
Oh, interesting. So it's 4 languages for you.
No, it's a dialect, na? So we
Dialect,
can
okay.
put it, Haryanvi.
Technicality. All right. Now I know why you are into this profession. I can make all right. No, just kidding. But yes, great. So definitely you all know 3 languages and definitely a dialect as well. Now, what if I tell you that you also know one more language? What is it, Tia? There are some cues or you can say hint for you over here. These 2 points. Do you want to read these out loud?
Okay. Can you guess the language? You have been using it for many years. This language is more important than the language you speak.
Yes. Which language do you think it is? What are we using?
Your emotions.
Our
And your,
emotions. So we are trying to express our emotions. And how are we expressing our emotions? Remember, what did I say you to use at all times? Your
your hands,
hands, your
your face, your eyes, and your voice.
yes. So these hands, face, voice, and eyes. What are these? These are parts of your
Senses.
senses, and these are your body parts, right? So what do you think the language is? Okay, your mom is going to help you. I think she's trying to help you. Do you want to say it out loud?
Language.
Yes, body language. Yes. So yes, this is the language of body, when we use our face, our hands, and our eyes. Now, do you want to go back to that answer that you gave, that you were able to feel that your father was really scared
Yes.
because he was using what?
His expressions, his eyes, his hands, and his
Correct.
face expression.
Yes. So he was using body language, right? Even when you gave the confused expression, you also did like this, right?
Yeah.
And then you were thinking. And how do we know that you are thinking? You were not telling us that, oh, I'm thinking. Tia is not saying that, right? But it was your hand gestures. It was the way you made your expression on the face and your eyes, that told us that, yes, Tia is thinking and maybe she's confused. Yeah. So this is the language that we already know. And my promise is that, within 30 minutes, you will be able to master this language. Okay. We'll come back to this promise towards the end of the class. Yeah. All right. Okay. And with that, there are 2 other things, Tia, that we have to keep in mind to be a great public speaker. Can you read out these 2 things?
Confidence. How graceful you are while presenting and how much people believe in you.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And second?
Voice. Speaking loudly, clearly, and pausing when required.
Thank you, Tia. I think you have been doing both of these really well already. You're very confident while speaking. It seems like, you believe in yourself and
Yes.
you're also using loud voice. You are not like speaking loudly. You're not like, saying it in a very softer voice that others can't even hear. You are very loud and clear. Yeah. So this is something that helps us become a great public speaker. Now, I'll just shift to both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, that why do you think, these public speaking skills are important? And we should focus on, say, body language, confidence, and how we use our voice.
I'm not sure about the body language, how you should do it, but I can tell you why the public speaking thing is important.
Mm-hmm.
See, especially I'll take example from my industry. IT industry is a very, it's a very tough, plus it requires a lot of brain and skill is involved. But the
Right.
only skill which is lacking is the speaking skills, the expression. A developer can give you a very good code, but he cannot explain you how he has written it.
Yes.
It will take him ages. So that's where the problem is. Our client don't understand the developer language. They need us to bridge that. Both know what they are up to, but they don't understand each other's language. So it's important to express and make other person understand what you're trying to convey.
Absolutely. Absolutely correct. Thank you so much. And you've articulated it really well, using a real life example as well. So definitely. Do you want to add something to that, Ms. Anuradha?
Yeah, actually, why it is needed, because basically it gives, yes, obviously, as it suggests, that confidence level will increase, and it will remove all hesitation. So maybe it will help in that. So that's why these both things are needed.
Definitely. Again, absolutely correct. It will definitely remove that hesitation. And, like she can be that confident self who will believe in herself and just like ready to try out different things.
Yes.
Great.
So here we play a game. In this game, do include the parent. Do the first one, model out the first one for the student. And then you can ask the student to do the rest, or you can involve the parent also, one or two. Then you introduce the skills of body language, confidence, and voice modulation. And then at the end, you can ask for parents' opinion. Why do you think body language is a significant part of public speaking, and why voice modulation and being confident is such an important thing? Now comes the third part, which is known as speech delivery. Now here we show a speech of one of our students. She's Obia Singh. We introduce Obia Singh and show her speech, and we ask for the child's observation from that video. And after asking for her observation, we ask her to give the same speech, and we give the script as well. Let's have a look.
So ready for game 2?
Yeah.
And I want to remind you, you have 2 lifelines. So in
Yeah.
case you would want to use, you can use that also while playing the game.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I want you to meet a very similar, student of ours who's just as old as you are right now, 11-year-old Ovia. She's a Planet Spark Star student and India's youngest TEDx speaker. Do you know what is TEDx speaker? Have you? Okay. Tia doesn't know. Do you want to share that, Mr. Agarwal, for Tia? What is TEDx?
TEDx is a platform where you inspire people, where you go and tell about your life journey, how you have made things to successful. And you inspire people, you get a lot of public to reach out to, and it is mainly used to get some fans and the
Yes.
fancy stuff like that.
Absolutely. And to be able to influence also, if I have to add something, to be able to influence large number of people, and as your father mentioned, share about personal journey so that others can also learn, right? So Ovia was also, she had joined Planet Spark as a student who was not as confident earlier, but she gave a TEDx speech in front of a large audience very, very recently, and was featured also. Like, her videos are all over there. If you go and Google, you'll find her also, more about her. So we are going to listen to her speech, and what we will be doing is this part. Can you read out the second instruction? Identify one.
Identify the examples of body language, confidence, voice.
Yes. Okay. So these are the things I want you to actively focus on while you are looking at her speech. Okay. Her body language, confidence, and voice. All right. Okay. So are we ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just read the speech. Just give me a thumbs up if you are able to hear. Okay. Okay. I think your father has stepped out for a minute.
Yeah, actually, someone is there on the door.
Okay. 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 No worries. No worries. Yeah. Okay. So I'll play the video and he can
Sure.
join us.
Sure.
Okay. Can you hear?
I am holding something
Yeah.
fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct. It has been around for millions of years. It is older even than the dinosaur and is the primary source of food for every single person on this planet. There is no human who hasn't touched or seen it. Any guesses on what it is? Well, you're absolutely correct. It is soil. Now I know you have a lot of questions, like how can soil go extinct, and why is an 11-year-old so concerned about soil and not a favorite K-pop artist who is about to drop his next album? Let me tell you something about myself. I've got several talented friends. Some can solve Rubik's Cube pretty fast, some have written and published great books, and some have wonderful YouTube channels.
अभी आया है बिल्कुल
Sorry
latest.
about this. Okay, I think we have watched the main part, so I'll stop playing the video. So yes, Tia, what did you observe when Ovia was performing? Did you think where was she using her body language, which includes hands, face,
Yeah.
eyes, right? How was she confident, and how was she using her voice? Yes.
She was confident and she was expressing herself really well.
Mhm.
And she also speaks in that a way that no one gets bored.
Yes. And so you want to say that, she was able to grab everyone's attention.
Yes.
Yeah. And did you see her using her hands? Can you tell me one specific example where she used her hands while speaking?
When she told that soil is important, and why is she caring about 11-year-old is caring about the soil.
Yes.
So
And what kind of gesture did she make? Can you show me? Can you just illustrate that for me? She did like this, something like this, right? And for the soil, she also made a fist.
yes.
Yeah. So that was the reason, Tia, what you mentioned, that she was able to grab everyone's attention and that others were not feeling bored. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And do you think she was also using a lot of she was making different expressions?
Yes.
Yes.
She
Okay.
was making different expressions to express herself.
Yes, that's true. So now comes the interesting part where you can, I think over here, so you didn't use your lifeline. You didn't even need to. So that's amazing. So you still have your 2 lifelines with you. Now there's a challenge here for you. Okay. And this is something that you will have to do alone though. Okay. There we can't use lifeline. And the challenge is, can you now give the same speech that Ovia did?
Okay.
Okay. Don't worry, I won't make too tough for you. I will give you the speech. I will give you these lines. But what I want you to do is, what do you think the challenge is about? You have to use?
The challenge is about you have to speak something and express yourself. You have to speak these lines.
Very good. Yes, very smart, Tia. So yes, we have been discussing about hands, eyes, voice, and face, right? So while speaking this speech, you have to use all of that. Okay. If you feel that you will feel more confident by standing up also and reading, that is also fine. And you can see that here, some of the words have been highlighted.
Yes.
Why do you think these words are highlighted?
I think these words are highlighted when we have to give some expression. When we have to give expression.
Okay. So expression and also emphasize, stress on these words, like how Ovia was doing. I am holding something fantastic. She took longer to speak those words. Yeah. And then there are some faces also that are made. So these are the expressions that Ovia was giving while speaking. Okay. Do you want to try this?
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you do this? Take 30 seconds, read out the sentences so that you know them well, and then you can present it to us.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm holding something fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct. It has been around for millions of years. There is no human who hasn't touched it or seen it. Any guesses on what is it? Well, you're absolutely correct. It's soil.
Okay, all right. So you have read it or you were preparing? I got confused, sorry.
I am reading it now.
Okay, now
I was
you.
preparing now.
All right. Okay. So remember, I think you are doing really well with your voice. You're very natural when you have to give pauses, Tia. But I want you to use more of your hands and give more expressions. Okay? Yes. Come on, let's do it. Yes.
I'm holding something fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct. It has been around for millions of years. There is no human who hasn't touched it or seen it. Any guesses on what is it? Well, you're absolutely correct. It is soil.
Very good, Tia. Great attempt. Thank you so much. And this time, of course, I saw, that you were using your hands a bit more and also looking directly in the camera while speaking. And also, your voice. Very good. What do you think, both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal? How did she do?
Yes, definitely. She did very well.
Yeah, she did good.
Yeah.
We've seen this already. Sorry.
Okay. Great. So amazing. I think, Tia, again, something to keep in mind that, right now I know we are in an online setting, but, when you were moving your hands, I was not able to see them clearly. So also ensuring that, how can we ensure that the other person are also able to see our gestures? That's something. But I think I want to emphasize again, great voice modulation, like you were able to lower your volume or when you had to say something fantastic, then you were able to emphasize the right words. Wherever there was a question mark, you were able to speak in that tone. So I think you used your voice really well. Good job on that. Okay.
So this was the speech delivery. We introduced Obia and showed her speech. We asked for the child's observations. And then at the end, we gave the script and asked to give the same speech again. So that was the speech challenge by the child. And at the end, you can share a short feedback. Next is writing speech. This is the fourth part, right? So till now we have done the speaking part. Now comes the writing part.
Then the last section where we will be learning how to write a speech. Okay. And for this part, before I tell you about how we can write an effective speech, there's one challenge for you. So you have 1 minute time and you have to convince both your parents to buy you a pizza from a new pizza place near you. Okay, so let's assume that a new pizza place has opened near you and you have to now convince your mom and dad to buy you a pizza. So right now you are going to face towards them and talk to them. Okay. And then I'll ask your parents after 1 minute whether they got convinced or not.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how you would do. Okay.
Papa, can we please get vegetable pizza from that new store?
Why?
Because I want to eat pizza.
No, that's okay. But Domino's also give you pizza, right? It's the same pizza at the end of the day.
But it's new. Let's try something new today.
No, but pizza is pizza, right?
But the restaurants are different, so they have their different tastes.
But see, Ed, if you look at the base is all same. Veggies are all same. Cheese is same. What was the difference between two different shops?
But it's
They're charging more than Domino's.
but it's good to try something new from every store and restaurants. We should try something new.
What do you like most? The pizza of Domino's?
But I want to try something new today.
I don't think it's a good idea to try.
But let's just try. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't buy it next time.
Okay, I'll leave you choice. Your choice.
But if you didn't like it, then it will be a sheer wastage of money.
But let's just try it. We can take small.
Right. I think we can pause it. Amazing. Does that usually happen, Tia? Is that like
Every day,
every day? Oh, really?
rather every weekend, I should say.
Yeah, this is a story of every weekend.
Amazing, amazing. And what happens every weekend? Like, do you both agree or what happens?
We don't have a choice.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for participating in this activity. I actually enjoyed a lot while listening to both of you. But yeah, so I have a question for both of you now. What do you think would have helped you to, get convinced? Right now, I feel like you were not really extremely convinced with what Tia was saying, but what would have helped for you to, get ready to let her try pizza from the new place?
I would say two things. One can be a unique thing about that particular restaurant. Another is the value which it is providing. If it is giving me a good value, 8 inches pizza at the price of say 4 or 6 inches, I think I would have gone for it.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Tia, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Next time you know what to say. Yeah, but don't worry. For next time, I'm going to prepare you really, really well. Okay. So thank you so much once again for trying it out. And let's see that how can we convince your parents next time, So first of all, I have to say, Tia, you really tried a lot and never gave it up. So that's very good. But let's understand that, how can we be very, effective in the way we are saying and what is it that we can tell our parents. Yeah. So we are going to now learn how to write a speech to convince someone. Yeah? And for that, I would want you to remember these 3 words. Very important. Okay. The first one is, can you read it out?
Ethos, develop trust.
Yes. So ethos means developing trust. What your father also mentioned, that if, you could have told about something unique about that pizza place, then it would have been helpful. So something to develop trust. What is second?
Pathos, appeal to motion.
To emotion. Yes. Like whenever we want to convince someone, we have to also make them happy about it, right? So here's the part where we will try to make your parents happy. Yeah. So that is the second part. And what's the third one?
Logos, proof.
Proof. What do you mean by proof?
The proof which you gather that particular restaurant is there or
Actually,
Yeah. Something, to again giving a very logical, good reason so that they get convinced that, okay, now Tia is, she has given me a very good reason. I can't find a reason to say no. So I'll get convinced. Yeah. Don't worry. We are going to understand this in a bit more detail again with a pizza story. But right now we will try to see how we could have used ethos, pathos, and logos to convince your parents for the pizza. Okay. All right. So ethos is about developing trust. What do you mean by trust?
trust, a bond which you create, so they believe in you.
Yes, it's about creating that belief, right? Very good. Now, let's assume you have to, convince, again, same situation. You have to convince them to buy pizza from a new place. What will help you, develop trust so that your mom and dad think that, this pizza place sounds really good. We should try it. What do you think we can say?
We can say that like it has good reviews and
Very good.
it's low in price than the other restaurants.
Very good point. Yeah, I loved it. Yes. And very similar, something we had also written, right? So good reviews means many people have tried it.
Yes.
Yeah. Even when we are buying something, we always try to see what are the reviews, right? So we can talk about that. Yes, it has good reviews. One more thing that we can use is that this pizza store is new right now here, but it has shops all over the India and it offers really good pizzas. Yeah. And when you say this, now your mom and father are thinking for a minute that, oh, okay, it has good reviews. It is there all around. Your mom had said one statement, right? That what if it is not good? Then it will waste, say, money, time, and resources, right? So in that way, if you could have added, that, no, it has great reviews, then she would have thought, oh, actually not just Tia, but many other people are saying it is good. Yeah. So that is how we develop trust. Okay. Did you understand this part?
Yes.
Yeah. Great. But I loved how you mentioned about reviews. Very good point, Tia. Very smart thinking. Yeah. Now let's come to the second point, which is pathos. Now imagine that, it's already 9 p.m. and there's no food ready at home and you want to convince them to buy pizza. What do you think you can say that will make your parents happy and also convince them to buy pizza?
I think that I'll try to convince my mom by saying that she'll not have to make dinner for us and we can order pizza, so it will be easier for you.
Yeah. And you can say that your mom and dad would be thinking, what am I teaching you? This is just for example, Tia. Okay, we don't have to follow to this.
But yeah, already are using these examples sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You already know how to do
so you can take rest. We can have dinner from outside.
Wow, see, you already know how to write a speech. Great. But yes, so now this is something we are trying to make them happy, and that they will think that, oh, Tia cares about us, and she's saying that we will get some rest. She doesn't have to cook food at night. She can also take some time off. And when you also say that I love pizza and I really want to have it, it will make me happy. So of course they would also want you to be happy, right? So yes, so this is pathos. Great. And last one, logos. What do you think we can say here for proof? You remember you said proof is something that will help them again know that, yes, this is a pizza to buy and they'll get convinced.
Yes.
So what proof do you think we can give?
Maybe because it's healthy.
Okay. But pizzas are usually unhealthy. So what more can you say to make it sound like it is healthy?
That it has really good vegetable toppings on it.
Yes, very good, right? So now you are giving a good reason that why it is healthy, right? So usually, why do our parents say not to eat from outside? Because it is usually unhealthy, right? It is not good for our health.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm no way telling you to eat more pizza, by the way. I want to clarify that. But yes, this is the reason. This is the reason they are worried or they are saying no usually, right? So what we can say is we can give them a good reason that, this pizza had a lot of toppings and they have like toppings like broccoli, cheese, things that are healthy. So it is a healthy pizza also and a tasty one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is your, what is it?
Logos.
Yes. Okay, so let's quickly revise. I think you have got it already, but I want you to say it in your own words. That what are the 3 parts of a speech, in terms of how we can convince the other person really well. So what is the first?
Yes, so this was writing how to write a speech and what are the different parts of a speech. So first we check the prior knowledge of the student and the parent and we involve them into an activity which is a role play. The child has to convince her parents in order to buy her a pizza or an ice cream from a new pizza shop. Okay. And then after, giving the role play, then you can introduce the EPL approach. You can tell them what exactly is EPL stands for, and then explain the EPL with a pizza story. This will help the child to understand where to apply ethos, pathos, and logos in her speech. Now comes the final showcase. Now, obviously, since we are preparing the child to write a speech, we are going to instruct the child to write a speech of her own and then present it. Okay. So let's have a look.
Is the last chance for you to use your lifeline, Tia. Okay. So this is the part where all 3 of you can participate and help Tia. Or both of you can participate and help Tia. So now you saw Ovia speaking, right? And she really was passionate about soil. So she wanted to convince everyone that we should all care about soil and do good actions that will help save soil. Yeah? Now, I want you to pick a topic of your choice, and maybe you can take help from your parents also, and develop your own speech that you will present here using ethos, pathos, and logos. Yeah? Do you want to quickly think about a topic? It could be anything.
Global warming.
Global warming. Oh, so you also care about climate change and everything, it seems like? Yeah? All right. Okay. So global warming. And I will keep these questions for you to head. So that these guiding questions for you. Let's take 3 minutes. Okay. And let's come up with ethos, pathos, and logos. On, you have to talk about global warming and you want to tell people a message, maybe to save the environment, so that global warming stops or at least reduces. So you have to convince them, right? So you can take 3 minutes, take help from your parents. If you want, you can write down your points also, and then we'll present after 3 minutes.
Right. So here the teacher gives the instruction to the child how to give the final showcase.
Have you ever wondered why is it so hot these days? You might be thinking, why is it so? Maybe it's a phenomenon or something else. Can you guess why? Yes, you are correct. It is because of global warming.
Okay. And is there more, or this is it?
That's enough.
That's it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'll pause here. Okay. So amazing. So first of all, actually, wait, let me now go back to your parents and take feedback from them. What do you think? Both of you can turn the, yes, you can, I can see all of you now. What do you think? How was Tia?
Yeah, she's good. Honestly,
That has not been
Thank you.
recorded.
Thank you for sharing that. Anything that you would want to add, Ms. Anuradha?
So she first asks the opinion of the parents and then she moves on to give her own feedback to this child.
Yeah, actually, maybe she can be better if she get more time, or she's taking some time to think those ideas. Obviously, she choose that topic in a second, but maybe she needs some time to jot down all the points and to say to you. So yes, she needs, yes, as my husband said, that she needs to brush up her skills. And yes.
Absolutely. But I do want to share something, that the way she started, and she was looking at the screen very confidently. She didn't look at her paper at even one single time. So Tia, you were able to remember all these lines. That was really good. And when you started, I was so hooked, because you started like, what was your first sentence? What was it? Can you tell me again?
Have you ever wondered why is it so hot these days?
Yes. Yeah. So that was such a good question to start with, and that is so interesting. We never discussed about starting with a question, but you thought of that on your own. Amazing. Really good job at starting it. Your beginning was very powerful, I would say, because you were using your hands. Your facial expression was really good. And I think you are really good with voice modulation. That was definitely one of your strengths, Tia. The way you are able to, lower your volume, stress on important words, and pause. That's very good. Yeah. Of course, I think I do agree with your parents in one area is that, we could have worked on the content a bit more better. I understand that we had less time. So I think you gave one, reason for me. Actually, you used logos, that it is hot. It's a proof you are giving that it is so hot these days, which is because of global warming. But I think we can have added a little bit more about, something that would have helped them feel, or evoke an emotion of concern, because this is a concerning topic. Yeah. So some more statement for pathos and a little bit more of ethos. But I think your proof was really good. Yeah. So content we can work on, and yes, we had less time also, so don't worry. But overall, in your body language and voice modulation, very good job, Tia. So I want to clap for you.
Thank you.
All right, great. So yes, we are here towards the end of our class. And before, I just have to chat a little bit more with your parents. But before that, Tia, I would want you to just share 3 big learnings that you had from today. And then you can go have your dinner, play with Dia.
And logos. That was one of my big learning.
Yes. So this is where the teacher shares a feedback on the child's speech. And then at the end, you can ask for the child's 3 key takeaways from the session. Okay, here in this final showcase part, you have to give clear instructions and time. You can give like 2-3 minutes for to the child to write her own speech, and then she can present it. Once presented, you can share the feedback. Before that, you can ask for parents' opinions and then ask for 3 key takeaways. So do not forget, in a senior demo session, you have these 5 different parts: context setting, introduction to peer skills, speech delivery, writing speech, and final showcase. Remember, laptop and parents' presence is highly important, and child must create the speech on his own. Remember the success formula: both the parents, laptop, and SparkX video used in a demo session will increase the chances of enrollments. Yogesh, climate change and global warming, these two are two different things, two different terminologies actually altogether. Okay, so climate change and global warming are used in almost in the same sense, but then you use it again. If you technically talk about it, then technically both the things are very different. Okay, climate change is more of an umbrella term which encompasses global warming, but it refers to actually the broader range of the changes that are happening to the planet, like increasing sea levels. So global warming does not include increasing sea levels, okay, or shrinking mountain glaciers. All these things comes under climate change. But we usually use it interchangeably. So sorry, you drink some water. Those who were not able to join yesterday, please share your registered number on the chat section with me. Okay. Those who want the second session's link, please share your registered numbers on the chat section right now. Do you think this content, Namrata, do you think this this content will be completed? No, I don't think. I do it. I still do it. Every day we do it. Of course, there is a learning curve. I'm not saying that in the initial few days you will be able to complete this in 50 minutes. But then there will be a time when you will be able to do this in 30 minutes only. You'll get hold of the PPT, no? Thank you. Thank you for writing. I'm taking all the numbers now. Others can leave the session. If the child is not active in responding, then you have to do a lot of handholding. Yes, you have to. Those who could not join in the next segment yesterday, please write down your phone numbers. Okay, demo class content not working. I'm sharing it right now. No, you don't join back after 5 minutes. You join back right now. You join back right now. Okay. Please make sure you're joining back right now. How can you join right now? You'll close this and you will join right now. And teacher's handbook is right there on your chat section. Join right now. I'll start the Zoom call in 2 minutes. This is the teacher's handbook. Those who are not able to open it from their dashboard, please use this link. Not now. Quiz not now. Yes, you leave, join back immediately. Leave and join back immediately. Yes, Mamta, right now, leave and join back immediately. Okay, everyone, please leave right now. Leave and join back immediately.